Hello everyone. So welcome to my first video, first vlog I would say. And so I will introduce myself first. My name is Satish, and right now I'm working as a software engineer in one of the best startup from Indonesia. And the reason I'm doing this because I've been I have completed my engineering basically in 2010, and post that from the third tier colleges for my state, right, clearing the entrance exam for the state and then got into computer science. Post that I worked for Accenture for 1 year, and after that I did not like it. The kind of salary I was getting and the kind of opportunity I got it at the time. So I decided to do MTech, and so after generally because of you know I didn't get a job in the IT companies because there are very less opportunity, and to be frank, I was not did not have any good amount of knowledge at the time. So what basically it is, I went for coaching in Hyderabad and for gate coaching, and I somehow I scored 48 marks out of 100, got a rank of 2000, and so I basically did not get IIT at the time, and I know you know that you won't get IITs, at the time, or maybe now also I don't think you'll get IIT because of a lot of competition over there in computer science. So I was getting an IIT Karnataka, but I did not take it. Instead, I got a job in Accenture. So I went to Bangalore, went for off campus. So my technical skills are good post preparation for the gate. So it did help me, and so I cleared Accenture, worked for 1 year, and so I was not happy with the job, to be frank, and so I decided I gave another time a gate exam. And at the time I took leave basically for Accenture, but I did not prepare well. But okay, whatever I had prepared earlier, right, last year, so I just do a revision for 1 week. I got a better marks, but the rank was not good. I got 50. I secured 51 marks, but the rank was not good, right? But you know that gate score valid for 2 years, so I used my previous gate score, and with that I had a very good gate score, and I think maybe into 12 paper was relatively easy, I guess. So somehow again I got the same branch which I was getting earlier before, from IIT Karnataka. So I joined MTech from IIT Karnataka. After graduating for 2 years from there, I got a job from there, and post that, you know, my life changed actually. So I know it's looks I don't want to brag it, but somehow I felt that after that getting a degree, and in the interview calls you get when you want to switch your jobs in IT, we all know that, right? So I think the brand of NIT, IIT, that really help actually. I won't say that's the only matter in IIT. Obviously, you need to have a skill, but sometimes to get opportunity, right? Various opportunity you might not get it from when you pass out from a normal college. And I really face this thing like when I was applying for any new companies and all, right? When I wanted to switch my jobs, there are few companies where I got a call just because I had the brand, basically IIT and IT, and obviously it did help me to get a call. Obviously, that clearing interviews all my hard work, my skills, right? But somehow that helped me a lot. And there was an incident where basically I was not interested for the job, because I recently joined a company, but someone wants to refer that to my friends and all. So I try to refer my friends, but since they are not passed from IIT and IIT, so interviewer did not take it forward. So I know it's wrong from every point of view that just because you are graduated from IIT and IIT, that should be a base for your getting call or interview call. But I know that why it is coming from, because there are a lot of students, there are a lot of people looking for job, and you need to remove some people, select some people, to up for interview. You can't take thousands of interview for a certain job, right? So there's always a criteria which sometimes initially used to happen, like you used to take marks, you used to take 60% marks, all those things. Now I think that bar is going down on the mark side. But yeah, there are still some kind of these things. So yeah, obviously. So the main I will talk about is why. So what I thought basically is uh, I don't whatever I have learned, right? So it's been almost my graduation is almost 10 years now for my graduation. But again, that preparation really helped me, and it really helped me now also. So I would suggest, even though you might not be going for gate or anything, but it's okay, no worries. But yeah, definitely for people who are looking for gate, right? I thought I could help someone, that would be a good idea. So I decided to make a vlog. No, I won't say a vlog, kind of a session. So generally I will talk about gate CS. I will upload this in the YouTube for free. Basically, so the main purpose is like I want more people to learn from this. They are because like nowadays if you see the cost of good coaching institute for preparation for GATE, right? Generally from the tier 2, tier 3 college sites who don't get jobs in IT when they graduate, right? And people have a dream, to join IIT or NIT for the purpose, right? So GATE is very important. We all know that. If you want to do MTech, even MS, right? So we generally take GATE in India, and so I'll try to do as much explanation of the topics which will be coming in the GATE exam for computer science, and we'll try to cover each topic in very depth. We might not solve it, complete each GATE question, but what I will do basically is I'll explain a few topics, solve few questions in the session, and maybe I'll upload in some document somewhere to solve other GATE questions. So the focus of ours will be mostly to solve the GATE questions. So with the whatever topic we will be learning through the session, I will solve it. And any doubts you'll have, please feel to comment in the comment section. I'll try to solve the question. If you have any doubts, there will be regularly, since I'm working in a startup, so it's very difficult for me to solve each and everyday questions. But definitely over the weekends I will try to resolve as many doubts you'll have. And yeah, let's take it forward. So today we'll discuss about GATE CS pattern, and I would say we'll talk about like what are different subjects we are gonna cover. I might not be covering aptitude part basically, because I think that's something you should do it as a practice and should be doing. I think that's I would say that's a waste of time, because mostly there's no pattern, there's no subject specific syllabus. There are subject specific syllabus, but you won't know what kind of question you get, so it's very difficult. And I think it could be, if you do a little bit practice, you can easily solve those questions. So we'll cover the most of the technical subjects over here. We'll also cover mathematical subjects also here. So let's talk about our first day of vlog. So let's focus on the GATE, the pattern and syllabus, right? What exactly we have to do. So we all know that the GATE exam is 100 marks, and if you check, these are the major subjects which we have to prepare for a GATE exam, and the questions comes within these subjects, right? So we have C programming, we have a data structure, we have algorithm subjects, we have digital logic, we have a computer architecture, operating system, database management system, computer networks, TOC, theory of computation, compiler design, discrete mathematics, engineering maths. I have clubbed together, right? And aptitude, right? So if you check here now, so these are the majorly distributed. It might change depending upon which institutes preparing for preparing the question paper, like IIT Kanpur and IIT Kharagpur. So they sometimes what happen, they have pattern. They generally focus on certain area which they are very good at it. So sometimes you will see at particular subject you will get more question when it is getting prepared from IIT Kharagpur, and some subjects when it is prepared from IIT Kanpur, or if someone is from IIT Roorkee or anything, right? IIT Bombay, right? So let's target. We'll try to complete this by the end of this year. But the main agenda is not to cover 2023, but we'll try to cover as much subjects in depth for 2023 gate preparation. But yeah, for by the time 2024, it will be available for all the subjects will be available for you. And let's talk. See the three programming basically we have 3 to 4 marks. It might change, but generally it's more or less similar. Data structure 5 to 6 marks. Generally it come. Algorithm 7 to 8, which is again very important topic. Digital logic 6 to 7 marks. Again, it's generally in the same range. Computer culture again maybe 6 to 8 I would say. And operating system, very important topic and it's a must-have subject to learn. Database system 7 to 8 marks. Computer networks 9 to 11. Sometimes it's less in few because when it is prepared by some few universities because it's very tough to crack. This computer networks. Theory of competition again we all know it's very tough, but again yeah 7 to 8 marks. Compile design 2 to 4. Sometimes I would suggest might go up to 5, 6 I would say. Discrete engineering methods, very important subjects. It costs almost 80 to 20, almost 20% of your subjects of your total marks. And aptitude again 50 marks. So we will not cover this particular subject. We'll cover all these subjects in our preparation. And how we'll go, we'll talk about later. But I will tell you about the easy subjects. So I was talking about easy subject. So generally, what is a mistake people do when they actually start preparation is they go with the harder subjects which they don't know. They think that okay, if you get some good marks from these harder subjects, we can easily score in the easier subjects. But that's a wrong pattern. Generally, what happens is when you try to prepare for this very hard subject first, you tend to lose a lot of time. So for example, you start from July onwards, right? And you spend some 4 5 months, then it takes a lot of money to get the harder subjects. So it takes a lot of time. Now what happens is now for the easy subject you get 2 3 months to prepare. Now what happens if there is a small variation because you know that there's something tricky in the questions. You want to solve the easiest questions. Those are straightforward, might be a little bit tricky. That you could solve it with more practice, but sometimes you lose it, right? And hard subjects what happens is you don't know whether you can solve it or not. Even if you prepare for 4 months or something, it's very hard to say I could solve all the questions from the particular subjects. So I would suggest always try to secure first of all, set some marks to boost your confidence, because when you solve in a paper, right, actually go and give the paper, solve the easiest question, topics which you know, right? Once you get the confidence, okay, I know I solved 30 40 marks of questions, I just need some 20 30 marks more, right? Then plan your strategy. You have a less number of time, you can't spend your time, average you can say maybe 3 minutes, so you can't just spend time on the question which you don't know, right? So that's why these are topics I would say you start first, and we also start first, so that by the time 2023 gate happen, we might have covered 60 to 70 marks of questions, right? And it will be helpful for you also, right? So yeah, these are the initiatives which according to me I felt that I also, when I did my preparation for gate exams, and where actually I scored a lot of marks, right? For example, if I talk about 48 marks, right, I only attempted for 64 marks and so I got 48 marks. I could not solve other tough questions, but yeah, just easy subjects that would help me actually to clear the gate exam. Obviously, if you want to get into IIT, you need more questions to solve. So these are easy subjects I think you should go first. First is C programming. I know it's very if you learn C, it's very easy to solve in a gate exam. Second is data structure. Very important subject that will help you in your like future for any job, IT jobs also. There's a lot of questions getting asked in the interviews and all. So I would say make sure you have a very solid concept knowledge on this thing. Operating system, again, very beautiful topic and very beautiful subject I would say, and it's fun to learn about this thing. If you learn it thoroughly, you'll enjoy solving question. I would say you can solve each and every question which will come in a gate exam for this topic. DBMS again very important topic that will help you in future also when you are working as an IIT job developer, as a software developer and all. I know these things that really still that helps me in few things. Second is we talk about discrete maths, engineering, mathematics. Again, very important topics. We can't leave it here. That's very important. So I would suggest we should always focus more on these things to make try to solve anything. It can be solvable. Of those you can solve 70 to 80 marks. You can out of this you can score 7 to 80 marks very easily. Aptitude we won't prepare, but I would say no English. I won't say English because sometimes what happen as an Indian we generally don't have very good English, and many people of we lack confidence in English, and sometimes we don't get it right. So I would say so there are total 15 marks which includes English and aptitude, and out of this I would say 8 to 10 marks you should be able to get it. I don't think it's very hard to get those things. You just have to do a regular practice of 1 or 2 hours in a day. That should suffice to score at least 8 to 10 marks. So if you check out, you can easily score 30 to 40 marks, right? So if you think about this, pretty good this thing. 30 to 50 marks if you have very solid concept of this, and if you solve many variation of patterns of exams, questions and all, right? You can easily score 30 to 50 marks. Then you can later on focus on algorithms. Again, I would say this is not that tough, but again, it depends on people. And then you have, so you can solve then easy questions out of these topics, right? For example, this one. Right. So these topics you can solve easy question that could be on 20-30 marks. So you can easily score 50 to 55 marks. Post that you need really more expertise on a particular subjects. But yeah, so you can easily score 50 marks around that. And I think that might be enough for NITs. But if you want to get IITs, obviously you have to go a little bit depth and you have to solve many questions, right? So yeah, that's it for the today, and I hope you like the video, and slowly we'll try to improve each and every. This is my first time, so slowly we'll try to improve the quality. I hope you might be seeing something wrong, but yeah, let's try and let's make it available for larger audience, and let's not spend most people heavy money. I mean, obviously you can join test series. I would suggest to go for a test series. I won't be having the test series kind of thing, but yeah, definitely you join test series. I know that won't cost much, but I know that going to coaching to different institute like Hyderabad, you might go to some good institute for Bangalore, maybe Delhi, right? There are a lot of coaching institutes, and apart from the because I know myself, I went to Hyderabad, spent a lot of money. It's not about coaching. My coaching might cost you 30,000 I guess for a batch right now, 20 to 30,000 I guess. So I don't remember exactly what price. I paid around 10 to 12,000 I guess at my time, 2011. But most of all thing is just no coaching. You have to take a rent over there. You have to spend money on your traveling. You have to spend money on your food, right? So those things again, when you add it on another 10 to 12,000, so it's almost cost you almost 1.5 to 2 lakhs for preparation if you have CSE for 8 months basically. So let's try, let's help it, and let's help each other. I mean, I will say apart from me, if you think you can solve questions on your comments, if you see some comments, okay, you can help it. Let's build a very good community, and where we help each other, and then it's a competition. So yeah, we take it as a competition, but let's help each other, and we'll try to solve as many good questions. Thank you for the time, and good luck.